Welcome to Optimal Frequency. I suppose you showed up to hear Freddie Mercury, not me, and auto-tune. This is what's called voice mod. You put it on your microphone and you can choose from different effects. So I downloaded this 2 or 3 weeks ago, and there was actually a cave effect that was really echoey, and that's what I was asking the spirits about when I asked at the beginning of the Freddie Mercury series, should I try that down here in the echo chamber?
Actually, it was the Freddie Valentich session that I asked the spirits about this. I'm getting my Freddies all mixed up. Anyways, it's kind of cool. We're going to experiment with this over the next couple of days after we finish up with Freddie Mercury. Enjoy.
Freddie, do you still entertain folks in heaven by singing? Do you miss the stage and the huge audiences while you were here on Earth? What did that feel like when you were up on stage and you were just commanding the audience and you were just rocking out with them? Was it always in the cards that you were going to contract AIDS and die at a young age? Do you wish you had lived your life differently? What message do you have for all of your fans, Freddie? What did you think about the movie Bohemian Rhapsody from 2018? Do you ever watch Adam Lambert and Queen perform? So that's, wow, what can I say? It's not how I would have had the interview/session end. But again, this is proof positive that I'm not controlling this. I'm not in charge of this session. I go to the sink, the spirits come through, and if they want to leave, they leave. Now, whether I ticked him off or not by asking him about the life he led and maybe his promiscuity, I don't know. That's where I was going with it. Although there was a fuzzy response in there that I was listening to that said he was not offended by my questions. Right at the point where they said, the message said, I can't do this, I'm dropping out. The next question, or in the next blockage there, somewhere in those 3 cameras. Now, I decided to go for a coffee at that point, and I can't find what I was listening to. So rather than spend an hour looking for it, the next few questions clearly show that, yep, he decided he was leaving. So, again, I don't know. We did our best. Thank you, Freddie, for coming through. I really appreciate it. And it was really nice of him to come through. Again, I'm not in charge of what they come through or when they come through and what they say. So, very interesting. I haven't even got to the end yet. I only had a couple more minutes of the session to go. So, I probably asked for some viewer comments for viewers. So, let's check that out, see if we got anything at the end here. One of the greatest performances I've ever witnessed was when you performed at Live Aid in 1985. And for anyone who's never seen it, luckily you can check it out on YouTube. It's there. Amazing performance. This guy blew all of the other performers out of the water that day, and on that stage he just took control of that crowd, and he owned that stage, he owned that performance, and he owned that whole concert. Check it out. It's amazing. All right, Freddie, we love you. We miss you. Thank you for all your great music and your singing. Thank you again, sir. Love, peace, joy, and adventure to you. I'll ask my spirits now, do you guys have a message for me today? Okay, so that is very, very interesting if you actually think about what they just said and crunch some numbers here. So now, first of all, I'm no mathematician, I'm no physicist. I'm just little old Grant doing his thing at the sink here, right? But I'm spitballing off of what they just said. And what they just said was that roughly I spent 12 minutes talking to Freddie, interviewing Freddie Mercury, okay? There was a little bit extra time for the setup and whatnot, but 12 minutes. They said that they, at most, had a couple of hours. So Freddie had a couple of hours to do the interview. It must have went longer because he had to go. He took off in the middle of the session. So let's just round everything off. So my 12 minutes equaled 2 hours, which is 120 minutes on their end, meaning that our plane of existence is 10 times faster than where they are. Okay? Again, just rough numbers, some quick math, right? I'm not saying this is right. I'm just saying, based on what they said, I can be led down the garden path to this conclusion. I want to take you back to a few videos ago. I don't remember which video or how many back, not that long ago. They were talking about the Prophet Grant. They were talking about me and how basically I droned on and they could hear me going on for 800 years. And people laughed, commented, viewers commented saying, oh, didn't know you were around that long, Grant, blah, 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 right? Didn't make sense. But if you look at what they just said, it kind of does make sense. They may have just inadvertently told me how long I'm going to live. Because if the average lifespan is 78, right? If I live to 80 here, then that means 800 years have passed there, which is what they said. So that kind of makes sense. I mean, 80's not bad. I'm not happy, not disappointed or happy with that, right? Who knows? I don't really want to know when I'm going to kick off, but I always said I was going to go at 104. That's my goal. So we shall see. But anyways, crunch the numbers in your head. Think about it. That's interesting stuff. They may have just told us something about how time works on our end and their end. And do you have a message for any of our viewers? Please state the viewer's name and then leave the message. All right, spirits, love, peace, joy, and adventure to you. I'm going to send out some light. And love, peace, joy, and adventure to you viewers. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you guys in the next video.